Final video today. Don't know what this is. Next Tuesday, boys. Next Tuesday. It's for farming.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Laith and you might know me from the Social Streamers, a YouTube channel centered around grand strategy content. I'm collaborating with Paradox Interactive to show you the new features with a no step back deal. Today we're going to be looking at two features. The first is Mulberry Harbours, floating harbours designed to support large scale invasions. The second is something—
Dude, floating harbors are gonna change the meta of multiplayer completely. Like, you can now land everywhere, and I think that's really cool. I think that's good. Because I think it was always— D-Day is almost impossible in a good game. Like, if the Axis have tanks in North France, you will never land. Never. Never.
I know has been eagerly anticipated. Railway guns.
What was
As
that?
I'm sure you're aware, if you land units in a naval invasion
sanity?
but fail to capture a port quickly, then you're going to need to write a lot of letters to families back home. However, with this DLC, you can—
Dude, look at that. There's a train station. Motorization level. Supply hub motorization uses trucks from the stockpile and extends the hub's supply range and the amount of supply provided to provinces. Supply hubs distribute supply to nearby provinces, blah blah blah.
keep your soldiers supplied for weeks or even months depending on the context in which you find yourself. So, how does this work? First, you need to research the relevant technology. From there, you can build these floating harbors using dockyards. When you have one of
Like Japan should do that
these in
against
your
China,
stockpile,
right?
the option to navally invade with the support of one becomes available. The invasion then takes place in an identical manner to normal naval invasion, up until the point you land, upon which the floating harbor will be set up and visible. Selecting the supply map
Dude, you
will
can land
let you know
everywhere now
exactly
if you
how
play it
many
right.
days
That's
of
so
available
strong.
supplies you have left.
Thank you, Harold. What I really think about the new DLC is the game will change massively, and I think that's beautiful. I think
Once
that's
this
so
runs
cool.
out, you're
The
dependent
game
on
will
local
be so
supply,
different.
at which point, if you haven't secured a port, your troops will succumb
Next
to either
week, guys.
starvation
Oh,
or
still
the
getting
enemy
circled.
guns.
That's me.
You do need to be aware of the air situation,
Next
however,
week, guys,
as
we're
enemy
playing this
air
a lot.
superiority—
The first achievement I'm doing is we're playing Germany on day one. As Germany kill Russia without taking Stalingrad. That's the first achievement. I will just play Germany to really learn what's new and
Amongst
stuff,
other
and
factors,
design some
to
fucking German tanks. Deutschland, deine Herzen
the longevity of your
I'm not celebrating.
This feature
German
allows
tanks,
for
by the way,
more
World War
in-depth
II.
invasion plans.
This is just a video game.
An invasion
Calm
backed
down.
by floating harbours offers more breathing
Don't
room
report
before
me.
catastrophe. Now, it's time for me to discuss railway guns. Once you've researched armoured trains, the next natural step is to attach a massive gun to it, allowing for the production of railway guns once researched. Production is slightly different to standard equipment, with up to 5 factories being allowed to be dedicated to it. Additionally, once production is completed, it is not added to the stockpile but instead deployed immediately in your capital. Once available, it shouldn't come as a shock to hear that the railway gun can only travel along your railway
Do you build these railways? What if you just built so many civs that you built a railway on every single tile in the game?
network. Meaning, if you have an underdeveloped network, then transporting a
can?
new toy to the front line will be problematic. The way in which a railway gun functions is a bit different to a normal unit, so let me take you through it. A railway gun has a radius in which its effects will be felt, which can be seen by hovering over
look
it.
at that.
All battles within this area will—
Show. 10%, okay, 10%. It's not that crazy, but it's interesting. The railway gun gives some 10%
then
bonus.
see a debuff to the enemy,
Interesting.
helping to break through stubborn defensive lines. Now I see how your mind works, so no, you can't concentrate 10 railway guns in one area and expect to see a minus
It's kept at 10. That makes sense.
150% to an enemy's defense. This modifier doesn't stack.
But then you only need one railway gun everywhere. Like, you don't need 2 or 20,000. One is enough
It's
for the
prudent to
10%
ensure
bonus.
that your railway guns are spread out
It's like
across
show
your front
bombardment,
line.
yeah.
So, how do you handle a railway gun if you're on the receiving end of the bombardment? Well, obviously,
Wait, I want to check something.
How do you handle a railway?
That scares me a bit. I hope you can turn it off. Look, I wanted to show you something. He is in the normal game mode, right? On the normal map, and he sees all the railways. That is annoying as fuck. Can you turn it off? I don't see a button. I don't see like a railway button. If that annoys you, there must be one. There's
Gun if
gonna
you're
be
on the
one. Let's
receiving
be
end
real.
of the bombardment? Well, obviously, the railway gun
It's
has a
because it
much
has the
larger
railgun
range than
selected,
your
oh.
troops. But it does have significant weaknesses, namely the tracks it relies upon. If the railway is damaged, so is the train. You can see the strength remaining by hovering over it. Additionally, if you manage to break through enemy lines and have fast light tanks built through the tank designer, there's every chance you'll be able to encircle the railway gun owing to its limited pathing. Something else to note is that the German, French, British, Japanese—
I genuinely wonder that if I like take someone's railways away, how much influence does it have on his supply?
Russian and
I really
American
wonder.
versions Each have their own unique look, meaning that you can sit back and watch the famed Gustav in action. These two editions of railway guns and Mulberries serve to demonstrate the increased tactical depth available with the No Step Back expansion. Thank you for watching. Join me next time as I look at the new Officer Corps and what that entails in the No Step Back expansion for Hearts of Iron 4. Also, be sure to subscribe to this.
Okay, I got it. Well, next week, boys,